Good morning. I was a little late starting this today, but we're already rolling our shoulders, so do what you need to do to get ready for this. Oh my gosh. And one more time. All right, reach the outside edges. Press the shoulders down. Lift the heart. Feel that great stretch across the back when you do, right? And then up and around. Press the wall out. Press it back. And circle sweet up. The shoulders lift. The elbows lift the heart. All right, left hand's going to come down. I'm going to hinge and reach back. Look behind. Come right back up. Lifting up. Exhale, right hand down. Hinge and look back at your neighbor behind you. Oh. And then cross in front. Now I'm hinged forward right here. Pull out on the knees. Then bring the heart forward. Connect the ribs to the hips. Sit up tall, tuck the tailbone underneath you. You're going to toss the arms up, around, and down. And halfway rise. Oh my goodness. Release into forward fold. Okay. Okay. Arms out. I'm going to take my feet out for a little wider base. Would you remind me to tell you about all this? I forgot entirely. Press over. And then the same thing. Sitting even on both sit bones. Just a little slide across. And again. All right, so we get this way. You use that hand. Arc over. Follow it around. Reach back. Look back. And back to the front. Other side. Arc over. In the front. In the back. And give yourself a hug. Now, tuck the chin, stretch across the back. And then open wide. I'm going to take the feet a little bit wider and around. And around. Breathing deep as you do this. And one more time. We go the other way. And again. And again. All right, coming over that right knee, take that left hand on it. And then just turn. We're going to just hinge over that leg. Now with your left hand, see if you can reach that forward, maybe up, maybe stays on the knee. Reach a little bit more, feel that great stretch, and then back. Okay, we go the other way. Hinge at the hip. Look behind first. And then over that leg. Okay, I'm going to use my right hand. Reach it forward, maybe up, you decide, maybe a little bit higher, and all the way back. All right, let's wash the wall, side to side. And again. So leave that right hand there, followed by the left, and then in and out. And around. All right. It feels good for me to lift my toes when I come up, but you do what you want. And again. And one more time. Right leg out, right arm. Left leg out, left arm. Seated star pose. Isn't that so cute? Can y'all see that? All right, everything jumps in and then jump back out. And again, in. You could land the feet on the ground when you come back out. Okay. And now, big and little. And big. And little. All right, deep breath in. Forward fold. Slide down the legs. Look towards the toes. Halfway rise. And then look over that right shoulder. My head isn't up. I'm just going to turn the chin towards my shoulder one way. And then the other way. Back to the earth. And all the way back up. All right. Let me get my belt back on here. Somebody in the video asked one time, why do you always take your belt off? Okay, from right here. Step out. Step back in. We go the other way. Back in. And out. And in. And out. Okay. We're going to stand up on this side. Rise up. Squeeze the glutes. Now turning the toes out here. We're going to take this little squat here. Maybe you touch the seat. Maybe you don't. You decide. And now we're going to go down and we're going to come back in the car. And we're going to step out the other door. Same thing. Rise up. My toes are turned out here. sink down. Touch the seat, maybe. Sit down if you need to, it's okay. 2 more times. And that glute, that little squeeze as you do this. And all the way back. All right, sit down. Get that foot back in the car. We're going to circle sweep and stand up. Here we go. All the way up. Deep breath. And drop them down the back. Lift the elbows. Oh. And then down. Okay, take that. Let's go around to the back. And have a drink of water. Those little tight quarters here. Is that yours? Okay, that's mine. Okay, downward facing dog. Step on back to that. Take whatever stretch you need from this. Lots of things feel good when I do this. So you let this, be sure this feels good to you. All right, gazing over the chair. Now today we're going to take our cat and cow from the side of the chair. Okay, so hands are going to go on the chair today. Feet under the knees, under the hips, and hands under the shoulders. So let's not back up. Be sure your shoulders are right underneath your hands right there. Bringing the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. And again, tabletop position. That heart comes forward and then around. Just move your spine. And again. One more time. And round. All right. And then wag your backside as if you were a dog that was just so darn happy. You know how the whole body just goes. So just a nice wiggle. The other image might be that you're a snake going through the ground. I like the happy dog better though. Okay, so step back on the right foot. And what I want you to do is turn the toe to me. You're going to put that left hand in the center of the chair and see if you can bring that right hand to your hip. I don't know if you can. So you have the foot that's furthest away from me under the chair. Switch feet, Betty. Yeah. Right? So it's a little bit like warrior 2, but I'm going to extended angle. I'm going to ask you to lift that arm. How's that? A little bit like side plank. Maybe turn the palm to me. Yeah. And then lower back down. Come back to that toe and step it back in. Let's go the other side. So we always have a chair. Always have support here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So from that position, we're at tabletop position. All right. Now, turn your toes to the back, and then I want you to look towards me. To the back of the building, yeah. And then look towards me. And then over the shoulder, actually, so you're looking for your hip. And then we'll go the other way. Turn your toes towards the front, and then look over the other shoulder, trying to find your tailbone. Okay, and back to the chair. Now, step that left foot out, turn the toe to me. I'm going to put my right hand in the middle of the chair, and then open up to me. See if you can reach that arm to the ceiling. Yeah, that foot that's furthest away from me. You can take that, instead of here to the front, take it out to the side. Yeah, not here, to the side. Yeah, just like if we were to come up right here into warrior 2. Okay. Lovely. Nice. Turn the palm to me. Hello. Lovely. Nice. Okay. And back to the chair. Step that back foot in. Tuck, bend the knees around the spine, roll back up, deep breath in, and then turn to me. We'll take our first vinyasa right here, forward fold. Rising up. Release into forward fold, bend the knees, and reverse one dive all the way back up and down. All right, get yourself on the chair. Step back on the right foot and forward on the left foot, and just come away from the chair in nice wide standing pyramid pose. Okay, it's easy enough. Now, if you don't need hands on the chair, don't use them. Come all the way forward on the ball of the foot. Sit back without bending the knees. See if you can lift the toes, maybe the ball of the foot. Getting a nice calf stretch. Just checking in with balance today. Lifting up, hold that, hold that. Nice tall spine, yes, yes. Sit back, lift the toes, the ball of the foot, maybe. Stay there in balance. Okay, lovely. Deep breath in. And hands back to the heart. Right hand's going to find its way to the chair, and you're going to twist to the left. That thumb to the ceiling. Maybe let that hand reach to me that's over the chair if you don't need that chair for balance. And then drop your shoulders, everybody. We tend to round and everything. Head over, heart over pelvis. Reach back, reach forward. All right, right hand on the chair. Circle sweep that left arm up, and we're going to lift that opposite heel. Little spinal balance. Maybe hinge, it's up to you. Maybe put your foot on the table behind you. All right, and just hold and breathe. And then as we come back to standing, I'm going to release that hand, reach to the ceiling. So for a moment, we were airborne, right? All the way back. Other foot goes back. Same thing, just push forward. See how your balance is. Nice. Toes, ball of the foot maybe. See how that balances. See if that affects it at all. Forward again. Oh, that feels good to my feet. And then back. All right, both feet on the ground. And into twisted pyramid pose. You can drop that left hand to the chair or keep it facing or turning towards me. Thumb is on both hands to the ceiling. Head over heart over pelvis. Everybody, yes. Yes. All right, I am going to use the chair with my left hand. I'm going to circle sweep that right arm and pop that heel up. And just lift. See if you can get that arm up by your face, which may mean you don't hinge very much. That's okay. You want to hinge a little further? That's okay too. Step out to the side. We did this the other day. And step back. This time I'm going to bend the knees. And then to the side. Over. And back. And over. And back. Yes, nicely. Done, everyone. And again. Over. And back. Bring that foot up. And see if you could just hold and find some balance. All right, we switch to the other side. Out and back. I'm going to roll that toe up again. And back. Again, add a little arm if you'd like. Swish. And swish. And again. One more time. And now see if you can hold that knee up right as you come back. A little bounce. Even though you're moving, it's okay. You're still balancing. Downward facing dog. All right. Gazing over the chair, step that right foot in. I'm just going to push the heel of the hand in and lift the heart. So I want you to take the gaze up a little bit. Upward facing dog. Step back to downward facing dog. Step the other foot in, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. All right, step that right foot in, turn that left toe out, warrior one. Lovely. All the way up, drop the shoulders, circle the wrists around. Wiggle your fingers. All right, now see if you can bring the elbows down to the hips. And bring them up. Maybe touch the thumbs. Now, if you're able to, take the gaze down and take the gaze back up. If you need a hand on the chair, do it. One more time. And down and up. All right. Hinge at the hip. Let the knuckles pulse to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, notice that front knee is bent. You're going to slide that back knee in, keep it bent too. Come into powerful pose. Lovely. Hands on the chair, step back on the other side. All the way up. Drop your shoulders. Circle the wrists. All right, down and back up again. See how far back you can get those elbows. And then add the neck with it, or the head with it. Oh, great stretch in the back of the neck here. Send energy out these hands, right? You're pulling down, pushing back up. Resist this, down and up. One more time. And up. And drop your shoulders. We're going to hinge at the hip, lift the knuckles to the back right there. Now that front knee is bent. You're going to slide that back one in, come into powerful pose. Turn the tailbone towards the earth, but lift the heart. Maybe sink a wee bit deeper. Hands to the heart. And all the way up. Step back, forward fold. Rising up. Oh. And reverse swan dive all the way back up. All right, left hand down. Right hand down. Arc over, little side stretch. And come back. We go the other way. Use that hand for support there. And back. Now we're going to walk this right foot out and turn the toe and sink into that knee until you get into this lovely warrior two. Stretching out. Little finger, press it back a little. Y'all know how good you really are. I am moving along quick here. You're amazing. Just amazing. Front knee over the ankle. And be sure it is. All right. Press that little baby finger back. Lift the heart. All right. Palm to the ceiling. Reaching up. Now, if you can keep that left hand there, do so. Right up there. And just let that other one float down. All right. And then turn the gaze down. Use the chair if you need to. Looking down. Work in your neck right here. Look down towards that toe. And that should be about all you see right there is the toes, right? You shouldn't see the ankle from the side or anything, just the toes. All right, we float this arm back up. You're going to head over, heart over pelvis here. Just let this other one. So I'm focusing on my right hand out there this time. And then I look down. Slide down, which is going to let you reach a little bit further. And lift it up. Hands to the heart. All right. Ooh, a little pressure, a little stretch in the wrist right there, just gently. And then we'll turn them down. Same thing here. Yeah. All right. Now pull back on that bow and arrow. Wrap that shoulder blade around the spine. Extend it out. And there we are. Voila. See if you can lift that heel. Maybe sink a little bit deeper. Gosh, you're good. All right. Straighten that leg. Lift the arm. And then notice what's happened is the tailbone pointing out this way. Can you level this off? Yeah. So get both hip bones nice and level. And you can get as much length out of that. And with the hips like that, we're going to hinge into triangle pose. The hips are going to go that way. And you reach. Soften that knee there. Breathe. And then maybe turn the gaze. Remember how last time I said, bring your hand up. If you're tipping too far forward here, trying to reach the ground, what I want you to do is bring that hand up so your shoulders are on that wall behind you. Drop this arm. Bend the knee, and let's walk that foot back in. Shake it up. Like a dog that just got out of the water. Other way. There we go. Find that warrior two, little baby finger back. Nice stretch. Let's bring the hands in here again. Lift up on the elbows, down on the wrist. And then we go the other way. Yeah. All right, pull back. And then reach back. Warrior two. All right, both arms up. Now, keep your attention on this right arm that's up. Now, drop the shoulders and just let this left arm float down. But keep your focus on that arm that stays up there. And then we look down. Nice. What can you see there? Oh. Breathe. All right, let's take this one back up. I want you to keep your focus on that left hand. Just let that right one fall down. And then we turn and look. Yeah. Back to warrior two. Go ahead and lift that heel. See how you do. And then we're going to go into reverse. So drop that heel, lifting up. And once again, watch this hip hasn't risen up. See if you can keep the hip bones level. So you're looking as tall as you can. Wow, nice. And now hips push over to the right as you windmill the arms. And you're going to drop. Somebody's sitting right here on this hip. So we're going to push that down a little bit. And here we are, triangle. Breathe. Now, pay attention to your breath. Has it gotten hard to breathe? Keep it nice and smooth. All right, we're going to drop it down. Come right back up. Ooh. Walk your feet back in. Shake out. Downward facing dog. Woo! Turn that tailbone to the back wall. Maybe bend the knees deeper and feel that stretch more in the shoulders. And then come back and then round your spine so you look like a bridge. And then flatten it out. Hands back to the thighs and reverse swan dive up. All the way down. We need a beverage. Let's have a drink. All right. And feet go out. Remember, we never lock a knee. It's easy to kind of hang there with your knees locked, but I don't want that to happen. So be sure that they have a little bit, ever so slight bend, and let the arms go out and up. Star pose. Without the shoulders riding up. Let's take these moonflowers. Bend the knees, push back up, but don't let the shoulders ride up. So I'm connecting the ribs at the shoulders down and the ribs and the hips. Just bending the knees and lowering the elbows. Yeah, right. Sweet. And again. All right, bring the hands together at the heart. Soften the knees. Okay. See if you can lift the heels just ever so slightly. Why not? Just maybe a half an inch, not very much at all. And the chair's handy if you need it. All right, drop the heels, press forward. Lifting up, turn the toes to the front, hands to the heart. We're going to take this one-legged squat, coming right here. So the hips go way back. I don't know if you've rolled out on the outside edge. I was just doing that. So just be sure you've got that baby toe edge on the ground. Maybe you can lift that left toe to the ceiling. Maybe you need the grounding of it. Whatever works for you. All right, come on back up. Move slowly, move with intention. And deep breath. Other side. Bend that knee. Maybe lift that toe. Breathing deep. Wonderful. Wonderful. Push back up. Toes on the ground. Here's our star pose. Now left hand on the chair. Keep this arm up. We're going to pivot around and lift that back heel. So now we're coming into high lunge. Maybe you find balance and you can release that left hand over your head. Maybe you need it there on the chair, and that's okay too. All right. Release the hands back. Hinge at the hip. Coming forward, we're going to circle sweep the hands and step both feet together. Reach to the ceiling. And release back down. Grab that little thumb, or that big thumb, behind your back. Slide the knuckles down and lift the heart. A little chest expansion here before we take the other side. All right, step on back. Toes turn out. Star pose again. Drop the shoulders. There's a strong wind, all right? And you need to stay up, standing upright. So the feet are working. The legs are pulling in instead of out, right? And the arms are strong as well. Okay, right hand's going to drop. We're going to keep this left hand up. Lift the heel. We come into this high lunge. See if you can release that hand that's on the chair. If you need it, keep it there. It's okay. We're still in that beautiful high lunge. Now, hinge at the hip. Reaching back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Use that chair if you need to. Fire on those core muscles. We're going to circle sweep the arms. Step that foot back in. And from here, we'll take that vinyasa forward fold. Halfway rise. Release. And reverse one dive up. Beautiful. Okay, now camel pose. Slide your hands into your back pocket. Another little chest expansion. And the heel of your hand kind of comes on that iliac crest of your hip right there. So you're going to press downward on that. Lift the heart. Turn the elbows to the back wall. I like that posture. All right, give yourself a hug. Isn't that fun? All right, check out. Okay, have a drink of water. Oh, I must have more. wide. Chair width if you can. I'm going to transfer the weight over. Lift the foot. Lift the toe. Flex the foot. You have a very strong foot reaching out. See if you can find balance on that right foot. Maybe reach that right hand off. We'll try it this way first. Maybe you can release that left hand. Maybe you need it there. Okay, from here, I'm going to swing that around to the back. Airplane pose. Touch the ground if you need to, but soften that knee you're standing on. Heart coming forward. All right, bring the hands to the heart. And you may hold this or hinge a little deeper into warrior 3. But when I say hinge, what I want you to do is lift that back foot. Get near the chair if you need to and use it. It's okay. All right, come on back up. Step that foot out to the side. We do the same thing there. We're going to lift up. Flex that foot nice and strong. Let that arm reach downward. Turn the palm to the front. All right. Okay, now we're going to move that leg to the back. If you need the chair, use it. I softened that knee I was standing on. I don't know, our arms out first. I was thinking airplane first. Heart's coming forward, right? And then warrior 3, use the chair, hinge, lift from that heel, all right? So that leg is extremely strong back there. You are pressing that heel to hold that wall up there. Use the chair, put both hands on it if you need to. The point is to try to lift the heel. And then come back up. You're going to step out to the side. Oh, standing mountain pose. Oh, goodness. All right, so this time let's do this. Let's turn the foot in. I'm going to use my right hand on the chair, lift the foot, and then lift the hand. This is a little more like, thank you. Who said that? Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Half moon, which is one of my favorite postures, always was. All right, and this is going to translate into tree pose. So bring that foot in. Now I'm looking on the diagonal here because my foot was on the diagonal. Yeah. Let's see if you can find your tree. So let's put that foot down. I'm making a 90-degree angle with my toes right there. Just rise up on the toes. See if you can find balance. What? And slowly back down. I'm going to use the left hand on the chair. And slide that right leg out. Flex the foot. Reach to the ceiling. There's that half moon pose. This is a strong leg. All right? Yeah, lift from the heel. So we're going to come into that tree pose. You can drag the foot into wherever your tree pose is. You're off on the diagonal a little bit because this foot was on the diagonal. Maybe your tree has branches. All right. And stepping back. Back to downward facing dog. We'll shake out there. Oh, lots of stuff today. And bend the knees really deep. As deep as you're comfortable. Put the hands on the thigh muscles. I'm going to bend them a little bit deeper. Now you decide how deep you want to take this. I have taken my feet wide, okay? Maybe one elbow goes down. This is where you're looking in the bottom of the fridge, right? You got to get way down there. And then let's switch to the other side. Maybe you can get that elbow down. Notice if you have two different sides, Olivia. And then maybe you can take both of them down. So you're looking in the bottom of the fridge, but you're looking straight into it. So bring your heart right into the fridge. My heart is in the fridge. Oh. All right, hands back on the thighs, and I want you to push back up with that nice flat back. Lovely. You'll be doing that later this week, I'm sure, right? Where did I put that butter or those cranberries? All right, have a drink of water and sit down. You know, this is so funny because today I thought, I want to be sure we do this. Oh, yeah, I want to do this. Oh, yeah, I want to do this. This is kind of the way I lived my whole weekend. Like squirrel. You know? You all did well today, really, truly, to follow me through all that.
Olivia, what's the difference between falling star and half moon?
And half moon?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not really sure there is one. Half moon is typically on the ground.
Right.
Right here. Falling star would be here. But yes, you can take half moon pose up here too. So I don't really know.
Very close, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a different name.
I like falling star better.
Oh, all right, bring that right knee in. Let's see if we can get a nice stretch. I want you to lift the elbows. I want you to bring your belly away, your navel away from your thigh muscle there. Lift the elbows out. You feel your spine make this nice C shape. You're lifting that pubic bone up towards your navel as well. Nice stretch across the back. All right, and I do this occasionally. We're going to see if you can tuck that foot underneath you there so the top of the foot goes towards the ground. If you have shoes on, you may not be able to do that. Hold on to the chair and just lift the heart. Breathe. Gosh, it's kind of like camel pose on your knees, huh? Yeah. All right. And then let's bring that foot out and cross it over high. And give that foot a flex. If you're in your barefoot or your socks, give your foot a rub. Why not? And be sure you wash your hands before you eat lunch.
Warning.
Warning.
Wash your hands after this.
All right, and cross it over. Sit nice and tall. I'm going to use this hand, and I'm going to put this hand on the seat of the chair right there. Roll that right shoulder back. Find that spine as tall as you can make it. Remember, we're lifting from the tip of the ears, right? Not the back of the ear. Not one ear. Both ears. And maybe turn the gaze if you can. Oh, lovely. All right, come on back to the front. Notice when you come back. Just do it nice and slow. And then that spine kind of heals up there. All right, we go the other side. Did we start with this?
No.
Thank you. I knew it wasn't right. Okay, we're going to lift the elbows. You're going to scoop that belly, pull the navel away from that thigh. C-shape your spine. Now breathe into the rib cage and think about lifting the rib cage to the ceiling. Oh. All right, and then now here we go, up and over. And this is where you give that foot a little rub if you'd like to. I did have a foot massage in Thailand. It was wonderful. Well, my husband had the fish eat the little things off his legs. A half an hour, a beer, and that was $1. You would have done it too. Okay, nice and tall. See, I've got this squirrel brain going today. Oh, man. Hand inside the chair, roll that shoulder back, and then lift the top of the ears to the ceiling. Just imagine that. There's this little thread coming, and it's holding up like a marionette. And lift the heart as well. All right, now, when you come back to the front, just come nice and slow. And just notice how that feels. I love that. Okay, slide down the legs. Now, pull that navel in towards your spine. You're going to round that upper body. Breathe into the back ribs. And roll the spine back up nice and tall. Bring the hands back by the crease of the hip, the heart. Ah, let's settle on in. All right. feet on the ground. Again, breathe in that light. You are light. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bringing the hands together at the heart, eyes open. I'm going to complete this paragraph I read often. Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, and a stranger into a friend. Gratitude turns everything we have into enough. Namaste. Don't you love Thanksgiving? I do. All right. Yes.